Hey everyone, I don't know what was going on with with the Facebook feed and things, but for whatever reason, my ability to go live was being hindered. And I thought it was better just to do it this way. This way, even if it dies, I'll still have an actual copy of it and I'll be able to feed it over. So what I was saying to you is there's a technique for people that say that they don't have money. And that technique is a fairly simple one. I know that others have thought about it, but I've used it very successfully in other businesses, and I've decided that the time for me to use it is now. Next time you have a prospect that tells you they don't have any money, sit down with them and say, how badly do you want this business? And if they tell you that they're really interested in this business and what it can do for them, then what you do is you open the door and say, are you willing to sit down with me, spend a couple of hours? What we're going to do is we're going to develop your Franks list. We're going to develop that list of friends and family. We're going to develop that list of business people and associates and all those things. And we're going to bring that together with you. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to contact them. You will be able to tell right then and there if they're going to be able to do this business and whether or not you're going to see the $34.95. But if you sit down with them and offer to help them make the contacts, show them how to make the contacts, I think one of the hardest things that happens in this business, because so many people are connected by social media, that we actually don't sit down with people. And I'm not saying there aren't people on this team who fail to sit down with people, but what I think happens is we rely on text. I'm not the biggest text fan, though it's great if you want to just hook somebody. I'm not the biggest Facebook chat person, though I use it a lot, and I probably send out 75 to 100 a day. I like telephones, and I like face-to-face. Face-to-face is my best method of connecting with people. So what you do is you sit down, you develop that list of 100 people with them, and you say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a sip and see. We're going to invite 10 to 20 of these people to your home. What do you think about that? And panic's going to happen. But if you take advantage of it right then and there and help them walk it out, you're not only are going to see the fruit of it, but you're going to see them overcome fear in their life. Because remember, they are not going to be doing this. You are going to be doing their sip and see. So what you do is you sit down and you help them make their 20 contacts. And you get done, you do the whole sip and see, they invite people, you make sure that they invite these people directly, and you bring these people into their home. And I'm doing one this week for someone whose home isn't even big enough to hold the people that they're inviting, so it's going to be done in my home. And if it gets really, really, really bad, then we'll just go rent the Holiday Inn or the Best Western, because who cares? This is where we move to the next step. We do the sip and see. We invite that person or those people into the home. We put together 2 or 3 people that are interested in the business, and we replicate exactly what we just did with that person. We help them develop a list of 100 people. We get them to agree to do a sip and see in their home, and people go, oh, that's manipulative. Oh, you're helping people develop a business. They're either in the business or they're not in the business. And so what you do is you get those 2 or 3 people that are ready to do the business and they want to help your friend. And now what you do, whether they borrow the money from you, whatever, then you sign up those next 2 or 3 people. Now, even if they're only at $34.95, and even if they're only qualified, and even if they really don't have the money for extra product, what they're going to see is this business works. And isn't that really the name of the game? To show people that this business works. So I realize it's not Facebook. I know it's not social media. I know it's not all those things, and I'm not suggesting we replace all those things. But what I am suggesting is we are sitting on an opportunity, and too many people are saying that they can't afford it, and we're telling them that they'll be able to afford it if they just do a few simple things. So isn't it worth the investment of 2 to 10 hours with a person to develop a business that makes you successful and helps them become successful as well? Thanks, and God bless.